Hello everyone. Let us begin with the Medicinal Chemistry 3 for semester 6, third year B.Pharm. We will begin this particular topic with classification. There are different ways by which these drugs can be classified. और आगे बढ़ने से पहले in all these classification, so whatever drugs are present, all those drugs are not covered here. Only those drugs which have been specified in the syllabus by PCI, only those drugs we have included. Okay, so first line drugs and second line drugs. Now what is the meaning of first line and second line? That you already know. You will be covering that in detail in ecology, but just to brush up, first line drugs have high efficacy, low toxicity. Second line drugs have low efficacy and high toxicity, or both. Okay, since the first line drugs will have some limitations, they may show some limitations. Because of that, the second line drugs have to be used. Okay, now what type of limitations? For example, the resistance is a big problem in combination therapy or in first line drugs which are being used for tuberculosis. And this treatment of tuberculosis goes on for long period of time. So during that period many challenges come, including the resistance. Okay, under second line drugs, oral agents and injectables, this is the classification. You must have noted down the drugs, that is rifampicin, isoniazid, pyrazinamide, ethambutol and streptomycin under first line drugs. Under second line, oral agents, ethionamide, cycloserine and para-amino salicylic acid, whereas second line injectables, it is capreomycin. Amikacin and fluoroquinolone is not there in PCI syllabus under anti-TB agents. Okay, somewhere else in some other chapters these must have been included. Okay, but under anti-TB agents only 10 drugs we have to study as per PCI syllabus. Let us move ahead. Next classification is based on the bactericidal and bacteriostatic activity. So isoniazid, rifampicin, streptomycin, pyrazinamide, capreomycin, they show bactericidal effect, as and on the other hand bacteriostatic activity is shown by ethambutol, ethionamide, cycloserine and PASM. Now one point you have to note here, that is isoniazid can show the bacteriostatic and bactericidal action, both the actions. This is based on the concentration of this drug at the site of infection and the susceptibility of the infecting organism. On the basis of source of drug, the classification could be synthetic anti-TB agents and anti-TB antibiotics. So which are the synthetic anti-TB agents? Isoniazid, ethionamide, ethambutol, pyrazinamide and para-amino salicylic acid. Whereas under antibiotics we have Rifa drugs. Rifa drugs may be only two drugs as per the PCI syllabus, rifampicin and rifabutine. Then cycloserine is the third drug, and next two are the these are the aminoglycoside antibiotics, that is streptomycin sulfate and capreomycin sulfate. Chemical classification: salicylic acid derivative is para-amino salicylic acid. Pyridine derivatives are isoniazid, ethionamide, then pyrazine derivative, that is pyrazinamide, then ethylene diaminobutanol, from the name itself we can guess, that is ethambutol. Then under antibiotics, rifampicin, that is Rifa drugs, rifampicin, rifabutine, streptomycin. And the other miscellaneous drugs, that is fluoroquinolones, ofloxacin, ciprofloxacin, those are not to be covered under anti-TB, but under this urinary tract infection anti-infective drugs, under that chapter you will be studying this. Even macrolides, clarithromycin, azithromycin, these we will be studying under antibiotics.